We moved into the second half of this morning's edition of News and Views, the Friday edition, and we are now going across to looking at Fired Up with Hafiz Imraan Choonara Personal Excellence Mentor and CEO of Africa Muslims Agency.
Hey there, hope you're having a fantastic day today. You know, there's a comedian actually, I think he's a British comedian and stand-up comedian. And he was asked for his life advice, so to speak. And he said two words which I thought, wow, that's quite deep. Write this down. He said, prioritize later. So someone asked him, do you have any life advice or wisdom or something that you may think maybe your value, if you had to give advice to someone, what would it be? And he just said, prioritize later. And I thought, what does he mean by that? And he explained himself. And think about how profound and deep this really is. It encompasses so much. If you just lived your life prioritizing later. So many people say, live in the moment. Live in the moment, just be in the moment. Not necessarily. Prioritize later. Think about delayed gratification. It's prioritized later. Even religion, he went on to talk about. The concept of religion is prioritizing later. What does that mean? You're doing something now because of a future benefit. And most people of faith would know that you do a lot of things in your life on a daily basis prioritizing the afterlife, prioritizing paradise. That's why you do certain things. You focus on being a good person because you're prioritizing later. Yes, it gives you benefits in the now as well. See, that's the beauty about prioritizing later. If you just focus in the moment and live in the moment and prioritize now, there's no guarantee that your living in the moment is going to give you a future benefit as well. It may give you a temporary, immediate benefit, a present benefit, but there's no guarantee it will give you a future benefit. But when you prioritize later, which means everything you think about, anything you want to do, anything you want to say, always think, am I prioritizing later? If I say something now to someone, what's the long-term consequences? Whatever I do in my actions, what's the long-term consequences? How I spend my money, what do I do with my health? Everything I do, what's the long-term outcome and consequences? If you prioritize later, it will give you an immediate present benefit in some way because you feel better, you feel disciplined, you feel stronger, your mind is clearer, but at the same time you're prioritizing later. There's a future benefit. But if you only prioritize now, you might get the benefit now, but it may be to your destruction later.